A US submarine just did something that has not happened since World War II. And what happened next? Iran just declared war on the entire ocean and started targeting American ships and their allies in the Strait of Hormuz. Let me put this in perspective for you. The last time a US Navy submarine fired a torpedo and sank an enemy ship was in 1945. World War II, the Pacific, against Japan. That was 81 years ago. General Dan Caine, chairman of the Joint Chiefs, confirmed it at a Pentagon briefing. The first time a US attack submarine used a torpedo to sink a combat ship since 1945. And Defense Secretary Hegseth described it in 3 words: quiet, death. Here is the full story. The Iranian Navy frigate IRIS Dena had just finished a peaceful naval exercise hosted by India. 74 countries attended, and was heading home when it was hit. A single Mark 48 torpedo. 1 shot. The ship went down 40 nautical miles off the coast of Sri Lanka. 180 sailors were on board. 87 bodies were recovered. 32 were rescued. The rest still missing. But here is the twist that is causing outrage everywhere, including in India. The ship may have been unarmed because the naval exercises required ships to be in peace protocol. Iran's ambassador said the Dena was unarmed and in a regular maneuver at sea. A former US Air Force targeting expert called it illegal, saying, "You cannot say this warship was an imminent threat to anyone." And then there is India. India's Prime Minister Modi had literally called the Indian Navy the guardian of the Indian Ocean just 5 months ago. The IRIS Dena was their guest. Iranian sailors marched in a parade in India 2 weeks ago. 3 days after that exercise ended, the US sank the ship in India's maritime backyard. India stayed completely silent for over 24 hours. No condemnation, no statement, nothing. Opposition leader Rahul Gandhi wrote, "The conflict has reached our backyard, yet the Prime Minister has said nothing." India, caught between their guest and their superpower ally. Now, Iran's response. Iran's Foreign Minister Araghchi went straight to social media. The US has perpetrated an atrocity at sea, 2,000 miles away from Iran's shores. Mark my words. The US will come to bitterly regret the precedent it has set. And they are not just talking. The Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps struck a US oil tanker in the northern Persian Gulf. Iran warned that any US, Israeli or European tanker passing through the Strait of Hormuz, quote, will certainly be struck. Iran launched expanding drone attacks, causing blasts across at least 15 countries in the region. The US says Iran's entire navy is now, quote, combat ineffective, decimated, destroyed, defeated. Over 20 Iranian ships have been sunk or struck. But Iran is still fighting, and they are making it everyone's problem. A warship sunk by a submarine torpedo. For the first time in 81 years, a country caught between alliances and an Iranian foreign minister promising, this is not over. The question is, where does this end? Drop your thoughts, share this, and follow.